I want to record some fresh thoughts that I've been having and some opinions on the matter of Charlie Kirk's passing. It's a very unfortunate news and a very shocking thing to see. Uh, Given the fact that over the course of the past year, I had seen a lot of his content pretty actively here and there. I had agreed with a lot of things that he said. I had seen truth in a lot of things that he said, a lot of things that he spoke about, and the bravery and the courage with which he did so was very astounding, and it was very impactful and influential to see all the things that he did. I'm very thankful for having access and being able to be influenced and being able to be exposed and just to see and have a good impact from all the things that he spoke about Christ, about God, about salvation. Now that I mention it, I think there are a lot of things that help me he helped me have insight in a lot of things that I don't even realize yet. But nonetheless, I was wanting to say that what happened to Charlie Kirk is pretty like reminds me of it's pretty similar to the set of events chronologically as they happened with Jesus. You're not awarded, you're not given a pedestal, you're not given a crown for doing, I won't say right thing, but the godly thing in the modern era. Nobody likes people who do things that Christ instructed us to do. Christians are persecuted and hated constantly for multiple reasons throughout the world, actively as I still speak. For the extent of bravery and for the depth of his actions and his resolve with which he committed himself to following Christ and God's purpose, I think it's very unfortunate, and it's something that's expected, because in my mind, the one thing that's playing in my mind over and over again is that if Christ was crucified for the kind of things that he did, why do we expect not to witness the same whenever we try to follow him, whenever we try to outwardly do things to create and spread and influence people with goodness of Christ, godliness? It's pretty understandable, and it's pretty likely to see what happened to him, because the same thing happened to Jesus, and just as how after Jesus was announced to be crucified, that when what was his name? The chief officer of the Romans, I forgot his name. I should remember. When he on people's bid, when he said that we'll be releasing the murderer, and what do you suggest we do with this preacher? And everybody said, crucify him. It's pretty similar to what's happening now. There are people who are celebrating his death. There are people with different political opinions or whatsoever reason who are reveling and enjoying the kind of things that have happened. It's similar to a lot of people who were also rejoicing in Jesus' suffering and pain, were laughing over it. There were many, I'm sure there were many. So I'd like to highlight that all of us as Christians are called to live out a Christian life, and a life that reflects the likeness of Jesus. And I think Charlie Kirk did that wonderfully. He lived out his purpose faithfully. He lived out and followed the will of God with bravery, with faith, with resilience, with resolve, with purpose, with determination, fighting through all odds, and upholding bravery everywhere he went, and all that he did. And I think that he died an honorable death, and the circumstances of his death are pretty reflective and have similarity of what happened to Jesus. I'm thankful for him, and I'm thankful for all the good work that he did in his lifetime. And I pray that may his soul rest in peace, and may he rejoice being with the Lord now forever. God bless him.